the coastal Georgia is very flat. There's no mountains there. It's not like California or the Mediterranean or something like that. Very, very flat. And you can go in 15 kilometers and still only be 3 or 4 meters above sea level. That being the case, the beaches move. And there was a big storm, and one of the wells truly got lost. We don't know where it is. We knew about where it is, but it's under 20 feet of sand. Big dune came up. Now we have 2 groundwater wells. Okay? That's a sample of the data collecting device that will send the information through wireless internet, so you or anyone else in the world can pick it up pretty much any time you want. Okay? Real-time weather data can be downloaded to spreadsheets. Anybody with access to the internet can have the data. Data provides many opportunities for science and or math classes. Now, I was going to see, can we click on this? I got it at the end anyways, but let's just check real quick. I think I may have it stronger at the end. Get rid of that.
Okay. That's download now, right?
Do we want that?
No.
No.
Can't get rid of that. All right, now I have to just step back just a little bit here. Let's go to select a station, which should be over here. Drop that one. And circle down until we see Ossabaw. So you'll have to put this little arrow here. Oh, right there. And we might as well go right to current conditions. We are 6 hours behind you. The sun has just come up. It's a nice morning. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10 degrees Celsius.
Excuse me, how much?
That would be 10 degrees, is that correct? Somebody else maybe has that better than I.
10 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm. With an expectation, I think today it was supposed to get up to 20 or 21. So it's still, the day is still young. This is cooler than normal. There's a cool spell right now. Now, if you can go back up here.
Back.
Go back. And to go to graph current conditions. And we'll have an idea of how temperatures have gone up and down. See, it's been very cool. It's only been up around, yesterday maybe 61. It should be 71. It should be up, really should be 20, at least 20, 21, 22 degrees right this time of year. 10 degrees cooler than normal. Okay? And we can get out of that altogether. I just want to show you that this is one of the sites that children would go to, and they would do some correlations with this and time, and they're trying to see what part of the day is the warmest. Things you would do in math class. In mathematics, you do graphs, you do correlations. You do it anyways. But if you do it about something you know rather than something out of the book, we're hoping the kids will be at least just a little more interested. Okay, let's get out there all together. And next slide. Here is the coast of Georgia. Now, this is a little misleading. This is the state of Georgia, and South Carolina goes up through here. So this is not the coast. This is a river. This is the coast, and you can see all of these little inlets. And Ossabaw Island is right there. Savannah is right here, and my house is right about here. Here's an example of the minimum maximum temperature over a period of time. We can do some more correlations. We can talk about you can correlate this too with cloud cover, with rainstorms, with hurricanes. We have hurricanes in the southern United States. All things that students would do anyways, but if we use a real life example, we're hoping that students will be more like, will show just a little bit of interest, that I know something about this. Some people, we had a little discussion yesterday when I was Nicholas's assistant dealing with education. There is a tendency for girls as a group to not like math as much as boys. I know there's some girls love math, some boys hate math. As a group, that seems to be the case, and one of the things that we're trying to encourage here with this approach is to get girls interested, or at least so that they can tolerate it. Okay. Some other things we have here: conductivity, water level, temperature, sensor package deployed in modern wells. Conductivity, dissolved oxygen, pH, the acidity of the water, water level, the temperature, turbidity. Along the coast, the water is constantly moving, and sometimes it gets very muddy looking. That's turbidity. Sometimes it is more clear. And it's highly dependent on tides and rainfall. So we can do more correlations with that. We have 3 water quality stations, and we have 3 time-lapse cameras. Okay? This is the island. Here's where we showed that picture of a machine. The weather station up here on the top of the island, and that's where the mansion is. And when we bring our children out there, they stay out there. They stay out there for 3 days, 2 nights, and they stay in what was the servants' quarters. It's now a dormitory with beds piled up on top of each other. 2 more stations down here. Mid-island is older. This part is younger. This is more of Ice Age or Pleistocene time, and this area here has just grown up in the last 1,000 years or so. Okay? The sensor packages will be connected to wireless to off-island broadband wireless transmission at the north end. Real-time data sets can be used to demonstrate the process by linking cause and effect, and some examples of type of data will be available. Okay, go ahead. The boring part. I already mentioned. What are we going to do? We'll demonstrate the relationship between rainfall and soil moisture, the response of groundwater level to climatic conditions, the effects of tides on water level. The beach is made, the whole island is made of sand. It's not made of rock. It's not bedrock. It's not like a high spot there. It's all sand. So when the tides come up, the fresh water comes up as well. It pushes everything in. The water table goes up. The wells go up. When the tides go down, the wells go down. Okay? Here we see a little bit of a lag time between rainfall, some high rainfalls. And we get some pretty strong, long-lasting or heavy rainstorms here. Here's a day with 5.53 inches, which is how much in centimeters? 15, about 3 to 1, around 15 centimeters in a single day. So the water just pours down, pours and pours and pours and pours. Very common thunderstorms. And this is in a part of the year that is one of the drier parts of the year, in the fall. Okay? Again, we're just making some comparisons here, and they learn how to use the proper technology, the programs, to smooth things like this into areas like this. They take areas like this, they take areas that were here, and they make it into a more smooth curve. And you can make it into an even more smooth curve if you need to for data analysis. Data analysis is
Be careful.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be disinvited for destroying this place. Okay.
It's not fixed, unfortunately. Just could you please just pull a little bit? Yes, yes, this way. And just lean on the wall. Lean. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, next slide. Comparison of a well nearest the ocean to the tides. So if you take a little section, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, as those tides come in and out. In our area of Georgia, or our area of the United States too, there is a huge tidal range. It'll go up and down easily 3 meters, sometimes 4 meters.